Retired American Airlines flight attendant Donna Bartlett is joining us live now. She was supposed to be on that plane that crashed into the North Tower. Donna, thanks for joining us on what I know is a hard day for you.
Yes.
Flight 11 from Boston to Los Angeles was the flight that you always worked. You just happened to be on vacation that week. I know September weighs heavy on you each and every year. Not only the grief that of the attacks that we all watched unfold, but the almosts and the what ifs for you and your family.
Absolutely. It affects all of us every year. It's a very solemn day for us. Very scary day in my life.
Yeah.
Could have been different. Could have had a different outcome.
So take us back to that morning for you. Where were you when you learned about the attacks and that it was actually your plane, your crew, your friends, your coworkers that were involved and had just been killed?
I left Boston at the same time they did. I went on a flight to London. And so I did not hear about this for about 6 or 7 hours. And when I did hear about it, and I heard it was Flight 11, I had been with that crew that morning. And to know that I was one of the last people to see them before this happened, and to talk to them about, where they were going, what they were doing on the layover, was something that I will never forget. It will stick with me forever.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you were on a trip to Greece, or you were headed to Greece for a lovely time away. And did you end up going?
I actually did. I landed up. I was actually meeting another 9/11 flight attendant, Flight 11 flight attendant, Allison, and we had just planned a vacation to Greece for a week. And I ended up going because when I was in London, we were stuck. There was no hotels, there was no place to go, so I went on to Greece. And at the time, I did not know what you knew here in the United States. I probably would not have gone to Greece, but because I got stuck there for 10 days, and 9 days, and I could not get home. So it was quite the experience.
Yeah. And Donna, tell me, what did life and work like for you in the coming weeks, the months, the years following 9/11? How did that morning change the course of life for you?
Oh, I have a life called pre-9/11 and post-9/11. After 9/11, going to work, I did not go right back to work for a couple of months because I didn't have a job where I thought people might try to kill me. I did not have a job that I feared. I had a job that I loved. And it took me a while to get myself back on that airplane. And when I did, I had a determination. And I said, they're not going to win. I'm going to work. I'm going to hold my head up high. But I will say that it was scary. Very, very scary. You're looking at everybody. You're wondering if somebody's out there that wants to hurt you. It changed my life in my job tremendously. Yeah. It was very hard.
And what do you want people to know about your coworkers and their courage that morning?
I would love them to know that they are the unsung heroes of 9/11. They saved, I'm going to say that they saved thousands and thousands and thousands of lives. They were the actual first real responders. They took a situation that we were not trained in. They improvised. They notified the ground people of everything going on. And my firm belief, as most of our flight attendants believe, is that had Betty Ong and Madeline Amy Sweeney not made those phone calls, that the FAA and the government would have taken a lot longer to figure out what was going on. And many, many more planes would have been up there, and who knows how many more targets. So I believe that what they did and how they improvised, we were never trained in that kind of training, and they are my heroes. Yeah. And I believe that they need a little bit more attention of what they did on that day.
Yeah, well, we are certainly honoring them today, what they did, and to your point, they're alerting the ground crews, sent the warning on the ground to everybody else that needed to be involved. Donna Bartlett, a miracle that you took a vacation that week. Thank you for joining us this morning to share your account.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.